this branch you belong to, L0, is really, really special because it's the first branch of humanity. So I've got a tree here. This is a genetic tree. So it's showing all the different branches of mankind. I'm over here in this R group, and you see many, many different groups. You are in this branch here, the very first group that branches out. And that's why you split so long ago from everybody else. It's incredible. It's right back to what's called mitochondrial Eve. There's a woman who's the most recent ancestor of all women and all men on Earth. We call her mitochondrial Eve or genetic Eve. So this isn't Eve from the Bible.
Adam and Eve.
But this Eve lived about 200,000 years ago, here somewhere in Africa. And your lineage is the first to branch.
It's insane. It's unbelievable.
So you descend from one of Eve's daughters, and I descend from the other. And so does more than 99.
First, let's get past the low vibrational thoughts that many people more than likely had just by seeing this video. The first part is the racist aspect of it. The racist aspect of it is going to say that one group is better than the other group, or that this whole thing is a lie. No one group of Homo sapiens are better than any other group of Homo sapiens just based on their genetics. One group may have more morality than another group based on their cultural differences, but to say that one group is better genetically is a bold-faced lie. Now, it is true that the mitochondrial Eve gene is what produced all the different variations of melanin, only melanin, not species, of man throughout the planet, plus with the environmental changes to which man migrated towards. Yes, that's not what this video is about. The other low vibrational thought, the woman is God. The woman birthed the nations. The woman, for the gender bias, let me put it this way. Can that woman birth anything without a man? If she can birth the nations without a man, then I'll give it to you. But it takes two to tango. So you might got mitochondrial Eve, but she had to have patriarchal Adam over there. Now we use the term Adam and Eve because it's just common. But what does this really tell us? And let's get to the heart of this video. What does this really tell us about deconstructing from Christianity and pretty much any other religion that is around today? And that is the fact that Homo sapiens have been around for over 200,000 years. Your Genesis book does not go back that far. Your Genesis book goes back about 6,400 years ago. That's it. That's it. When you take first century birth of Jesus and you go back to who begat who and who begat who and go through all the begatting and when somebody was begotten, then you get to Adam being created in your story around 6,643, 37, somewhere around in there. So this is science, and science is showing you that Homo sapiens have been around for over 200,000 years. That means that Homo sapiens were around before the Younger Dryas flood. They were around before the Younger Dryas freeze, and they were around before the last ice age, which is a further indicator that some type of human civilization was around before the cataclysmic event of a 50,000 year ice age. And that out of that 50,000 year ice age, then the Younger Dryas freeze, then the Younger Dryas flood, civilization had to start over. And we are currently the benefactors of civilization starting over. Which means that Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, Taoism, none of those isms were around 50 plus thousand years ago. None of them were around 200,000 years ago. So therefore, your renditions of creation, your renditions of where people come from, it doesn't match because the math simply is not mathing. And for you Hebrew Israelites, There's no way in hell that the children of Noah are the ones who repopulated the earth. Considering the fact that that story would have happened around 4,400 BCE, but there were already people around. Long before that, during that, and long after that. So when the science shows and demonstrates that the Bible is incorrect, that the Bible is not historical, that the Bible is only fan fiction, let it be fan fiction and release all that you're holding on to. Release that guilt, that fear, release that shame, release all that so-called mental intelligence that's been holding on to this Bible, and recognize that the Bible math just ain't mathing, and therefore the Bible is not true. It is not factual. And if the Bible is not factual, then there is no biblical heaven and there is no biblical hell. There is no code to read in between the lines. It's merely fiction that was created in order for a small group of people to have some antiquity. And then after that, it was used to control people. So y'all have a great day. And remember always, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.